Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer just in time for the holidays. That's right, the deal is closed. Activision Blizzard are now part of the Xbox family. Microsoft bought them. Guys, what I was thinking is, 20, 25 years from now, how are we going to look back at this moment? You know, my argument to you is that this is a seminal moment in video game history that we're going to look back at and say this is where this business model started. Just like we look back now at the Atari, like we look at the NES, the Genesis, and every console that came after that. This is really the big reveal coming up in 2024, I believe, for this service. It's already great. It's already convenient. Let me tell you, I've turned Starfield, for example, into a pick up and play game. I do a mission, I play for 15 minutes, whatever, I put it down, and then I just come back to the game whenever. Being a new dad, spending, doing everything that I have to do, work, family, and what have you, my time for video games is limited. And, I'm able to pick up and play something and then switch games, play something else. I mean, it really is convenient. And I want you to think about this. This generation now, right? I want you to think about little kids right now. What is their NES? What is their Atari? What is their Genesis, their Super Nintendo? Right? Is it the Switch? Not for most people on the planet. For most people on the planet, it's either a cell phone or a tablet. That's it, an iPad. There are no controls as we think of them now. Right? That's what they're comfortable with. These are the customers of the future. These are the customers. They're going to, subscribe to these type of services. What is video games going to look like 20, 30 years from now? I don't know necessarily as far as the games, but I do know they are going to involve the cloud. They're going to involve some sort of service. None of these customers have physical media. There is no young kid out here with a cartridge of Roblox or Minecraft or what have you, even though there are discs of Minecraft. But a lot of the little kids that are playing now, they're playing it on their tablets. Right? These are going to be the adults that are going to subscribe to these services in the future. And I think when they look back, they'll look back at these moments and say, this is where it began. This is where it started. This is where the subscription model really took form, not only by being available, but by delivering loads and loads of content, something that your console innately couldn't do, right? Because you buy a console, it doesn't come with 1,000 games or 300 games, whatever the service may have. You have to buy the game, this and that and the other. What does this do? Any service do? It gives you a selection a la carte right away, which is very convenient. This generation is all about now. Short attention spans. I want to play it right now. They don't want to go to GameStop. They don't want to stand in line. They don't want to, wait for the release at midnight and be outside. Those were different times. Those were our times. God, do I miss those, let me tell you. But that's not the future market. And I think this moment right here, this event right here, is really what is going to kick off this next generation of gaming. Because now other companies, they do not have a choice. They will not have a choice. Because Nintendo will probably be the last one to come to bat. But they know the future is digital. They know the future is service. Sony knows it. That's why they're investing. That's why all these companies are investing in these type of technologies for the future. But it's very important to be first. Ask Coca-Cola, ask Ford, ask, whatever company you want to talk about. Whoever's first to market and has a quality product usually sticks around for the long term and dominate their market in whatever respective market they've created. It's going to be the same for Microsoft here. And that's not even a huge part of their business. It's not. I think they're looking more long term, diversifying the company, if you will. But I think this is a great move. I mean, I can't wait for the crossovers. to have Gears of War in, in Overwatch, or, Halo versus, Call of Duty, whatever it may be, right? Whatever it may be. I think there's tons of creativity that's yet to be had here. And it looks like Microsoft, for the most part, takes a hands-off approach to a lot of these developers. If you don't believe me, look how buggy Starfield is. And that should be just a separate video. But I'm hopeful for the future, but I really just wanted to take pause here. Right? Take pause, because a lot of times we don't know when these changes come. We're so taken by the moment and taken by what it means to us now, right? Which is a great holiday season. Can you imagine? You can actually buy a used Xbox Series S, right, for $120, even $100, used. Give it to somebody, give them, Game Pass, and there you go, right? Whoever's on the other side of that can play, Roblox. They have a Game Pass. They have all these different things they have access to immediately. Immediately. I mean, can you imagine us back in the day getting your Genesis with, 20 games, even if you only had that one physical one, but then you had, whatever it is amount of preloaded games on the system? We would have fallen over. We would have gone crazy. I mean, just to get one game. Most of us would get a couple of games a year, 3 games a year. I think most of my friends, the person who got the most games maybe got 4, right, in my neighborhood. And now you can sign up for less than $20 and get hundreds at your fingertips to play anywhere. To play at your house, to play on your phone, to play anywhere around the world. I mean, it is something to behold, right? We always thought about it back in the day that it could happen. And now that it's here, right? Now that all these things that we used to think about and discuss as kids are here, I don't know. I can't tell you that it's better, right? It's better for access. It's better for all these different things. It's maybe just the old man talking, But the one thing I don't like, I can tell you this right now, is the control we hand over to these corporations. And maybe that should be a completely different video, because with great power comes great responsibility. That's right, Spider-Man was always right. Uncle Ben. All right, humans, let's take a moment, take it in. I think video games just change forever. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.